Okay, welcome everybody here. We start the session in seconds, and I welcome all of you once again with another one. And we are going to discuss close tests in this particular session, as we discussed a couple of days ago here at the same channel for free in another free class. We are here. I start the session in seconds now. Welcome all of you present here, watching it live, watching it later. Would state the same basics again. Close test defines requires, I should say, your grammar, your vocabulary, and your context also. I repeat, when it comes to error detection, we need grammar particularly. When it comes to vocabulary, antonyms, synonyms, idiom phrases and such, we need vocabulary. When it comes to RCs and parajumbles, we just need the reading skills. Grammar doesn't play its role over there. When it comes to a close test, we need grammar, we need vocabulary, we also need reading skills out there. The word we are going to put must be grammatically correct, must have the proper meaning, and matching that context. We are talking about positive things, negative things, say this way, that way, whatever we are. Let's start the session without any delay. Before I start, let me mention that we have this Mission 2025 SSC CGL Success 2.0 batch started quite recently. The English medium one, the content, explanation, everything is going to be English for tier 1, for tier 2, including computers and everything. If one is willing to, is all welcome. Would love to see you live in the classes. More than 450 live classes along with the other sections. And yes, if you want to study with me, just English, all welcome in this complete English batch for all SSC examinations. All welcome. The English medium class you will have. Live classes, notes and everything such if you wish to study just English. Here we are. We discussed all these parts of speech individually. Time to focus, emphasize each one of them separately. Here we are with the first one today. Have a look. Welcome all of you here. I couldn't. From my side, welcome Shubham, Radhe Radhe. Never be sorry. I'm sorry if someone is getting disturbed. Let me welcome all of you. Jai Jagannath. Ajay, Jagat ke Nath hum sabki raksha kare. Welcome Nitish, Shubham, Utkarsh, Purvi, Jai Shri Mahakal, Vedansh, Isha, Prajakta, Vaishnavi, Pramod Akash, Wrinkle, Prerna, Vaishali, Rupali, Nancy, Jai Jinendra, good evening, Divyanshi, Army Lovers, Jai Hind, Bubbly, Sakshi, Harar Mahadev, Kajal, Kadam Singh, Sachin, good evening, brother. Lakshmi, Suman, Harsh, hello, brother. Amrita, good evening. Let's go. Rahul, God bless you, brother. GPT, good evening. Welcome, Sneha. Great. Vishali, Pooja, good evening. Indraveer, good evening, brother. Those students who are quite comfortable at Hindi, if they feel any objection to anything, feel free to say, I will narrate that in Hindi also. No problem. No restrictions such. If I say to you, Rahul, heap हिंदी में ढेर कहा जाता है. So pile up, having a strong collection of something will be heap as a verb. Everyone has done this. Let's go ahead in 30 seconds. Answer one by one, step by step, please. Devendra, good evening, brother. Ishwanti, Radhe Radhe. Vedansh, what should be the next choice? Hello, KP. Welcome, hey dear. If I mispronounce your name, please excuse me. Raya Varapu, welcome. Raja Vikram, I'll better call this. Raja Vikram, hey dear, good evening. No, can show you, no problem. That's how we remember. Nobody's born perfect. I wasn't, nobody's Abhimanyu, born perfect. We come across things which are new. Okay, it is such, we'll remember this. The next time we come across that, may forget. Next time, now we remember that. Same way. If we say learn, then obviously we learn by heart. Caps lock got on. Obviously, we learn by heart. If you learn by heart, that means you learn something from your memory. Okay. You have to remember this poem, learn it by heart. But someone who is good at heart, that means he is a very gentleman, as stated in the next line. Someone who is good at heart. That's the nature. Contrast to how he may appear. He looks threatening, but he's a very, very gentleman, and such. In one's real nature, he's a good lad, a boy at heart. I hope you can discriminate now. Yes, sir. I will learn every single piece of homework you have given to us by heart. Beta, dil se yaad karna. Something such. But he's a gentleman at heart. He's a good person at heart, not learning by heart and such. So the answer to the first one is a good one. I wish, hope you remember this. He's a good man at heart. The next line, you can verify that. He remained a simple man, blank space. Next. Obviously, I think the whole story is being narrated in past tense in spite of the honors were heaped upon him. He remained a simple man when he blank space the scenes of his birthplace left him totally in past tense. We have should be the past one, I think. Draw first form, drawn third form. Subject should have a V2. V3 is not a finite verb in English. We are not discussing in present tense. When he drew the familiar scenes of his birthplace, and the blank space to be a great artist never left him. Perfect, Vaishali. Thanks for the insights. Abhimanyu was not also perfect. If he were, he would have he would have come out of the Chakravyuh. Great. Devendra. Next. In spite of all the honors that were heaped upon him, Sachin remained a simple man at heart. The memories of his boyhood days, when he drew the familiar scenes of his birthplace, he's thinking about all these things, and the blank space to be a great artist never fully left him. Okay, we had Oxford open. I can show you with the same. I can show you on Google also. There is a verb I have taught n number of times. People who are new here, no problem. Do remember both ways. Long is also a verb in English. No, Google will show the same cliche words, no problem. As an adverb, as an adjective, yeah, I was talking about this. Long is a verb in English, Long. Palak Har Har Mahadev. God bless you. Mahadev hum sabki raksha kare. Thank you so much. You can read the meaning. When you wish for something, you actually long for something. I'm willing to come back to India. I'm longing to come back to India. I long for a new phone. I want, I need, I'm looking for a new phone. Long is a verb in English, which is to wish for something. To want something, pretty much, especially something that is not likely. She longed to return to India. A common word. This is nothing new. If you read this for the first time, no problem. You have just started the preparation or got something new. But this is so common, they are fond of asking. Every close test I'm teaching has been asked in SSC before. So you can see something such pretty sure in any filler close test and such. Longing for, because he was longing to be a great artist. He wanted to be a great artist and such. Loathe is to hate. Wish, fine, a better word. Itching, such a negative word here. Next. He did blank space a great artist. In the 9 to 10 batch today, it was taught do emphasis. Welcome, Gunjan. Good evening, beta. He did, Amrita. Obviously, you have marked a V2. You shouldn't be putting another V2 again. Only and only we are going to get a V1 because after do, did, does, we get a V1. I didn't go there. I didn't go there and such. Do, did, does follows follow a V1. So become the only possibility V2 V2, V2 VS, V2 VING, impossible. He did become a great artist, but after his 16th year, he blank space the brush forever. Nancy. That's great. Utkarsh. He became a great artist, but the contrast in between now. After his 16th year, I became a teacher, but after a couple of years, I left it because we have a contrast here. He left the brush forever. Discharge, not talking about hospital and any other context such. Abandon is to leave, give up. A better word here should be the answer. Release, that's not a movie which is going to be released. Expel, we are not going to diminish someone from some property and such. Not the appropriate word there. Yep, he abandoned, he gave up, he stopped and such. Radhe Radhe, Kumesh. He put his soul, energy over his work. That means preferring his soul and energy over his work. I want work. I prefer my soul and energy. No, you are talking about such a dedicated person he was. So not over. Among needs a plural noun, more than two. We have a singular uncountable noun. Inside, fine. Put something in or into. I have put the money in my pocket. So in or into, the better one. Thank you. He put his soul and energy into his work, and it was this very energy that in the end blank space him out. Um, Shubham need not be sorry, the first and foremost thing. क्या this की जगह his होगा third line work के बाद? Third line work. थर्ड लाइन में तो मुझे वर्क दिख ही नहीं रहा भाई. एक बार वापस लिखिए प्लीज शुभम. Palak, let out. Remember, that's a phrasal verb this time. Blank space, him out. You'll have to consider this also. Blank space, him out. Okay, last and third. शुभम एक मिनट होने दो फिर बात करते हैं पक्का. आई एम सॉरी, मैं समझ गया बट बाकियों को डिस्टर्बेंस ना हो. ना डोंट से let out. You must remember, if you are preparing for SSC, there's an idiom, let the cat out of the bag. I hope you remember. No, don't say that. Let him out. That means somebody's taking him out of a bag and such. Hey brother, what were you doing? Come here. Let someone out is to reveal someone. Let the cat out of the bag. I hope blow out will be to, let me show you from Google what's the meaning of blow out. From with the help of a bomb, blow out. Come on. No. Yes, blow my mind. Blow out is horrible. Don't say that, please. Quick. Blow out. See. A burst tire, bomb, and such. So please don't blow out that person. Don't blow him out. फट जाएगा बेचारा. The answer is wear out. That is to be exhausted. In case you do not know, wear someone out is to be exhausted. To exhaust someone. I take on classes 24/7. I keep on taking classes, but yesterday I thought it's been much. It's enough. I won't be taking a class today. I'm totally wear out. Okay? No problem. Don't think like if the cloze test is easy, then each filler will be easy. Some of them may be difficult. Few of them will be difficult. The opposite is also true. The cloze test may be so difficult, but a couple of them may be quite easy to answer. Something such over here. Is that okay? Please remember. So cut him out, don't cut him. Blow him out, don't explode him. Let him out. He wasn't concealed, so we are going to just let him out, revealing him and such. Nah. Wear out, exhausted. The energy that got exhausted. No, I won't be continuing now. No, I'll leave this. Sure. He abandoned his work that way, matching the tone of the sentence. For him, each sufferer was more than a case that was just to be cured. Question अच्छा था. Kumesh. Pramod, I'll activate that brother either tomorrow or the very next day. Please excuse me for the delay. That's why not able to start the batch. Before the start of the batch, must be done. You got this. Yes, Sachin and everybody here. So for him, each sufferer were more than just a case, more than this that was to be cured in such. More than exactly a case. Adverbs don't modify nouns in English. But quite irrelevant here. Absolutely. An adverb cannot modify a noun in English. A case. Just a case. It's not just a case that can be cured. It's quite more than that. He looked upon the blank space. No problem. Don't worry about that. He looked upon the blank space against some disease as a battle. And what do? You blank space a battle, I think. What do? You scuffle. Thank you so much, everybody here. Against, absolutely. Now, I don't think so. I need to check the meaning of the other words in case I do not know them. For sure, we need to fight against something as a battle. For sure. And he was blank space to win. Now, let me read these options out. Devised, you devise a plan. Developed, determined, decided to win this. He was devised, he was developed, he was determined, he was decided to win. Nitish, I am reading them out, no problem. He was devised, he was a plan someone can devise. He was developed, he's not a city which can be developed. He was decided, who decided him? All these words won't be a part of passive voice for him. Yes, but he was determined as an adjective. I am determined to go there. And determination matches the tone of the passage also. So perfectly fit grammatically, vocabulary, and of course the context. No, Devendra. He was decided, brother, will be passive voice. He decided should have been 100% correct. He decided should have been 100% correct. But it's not he decided. He was decided. That means somebody decided him. He was decided by someone, and that doesn't mean anything. Dran, Nishchay, absolutely. So he was determined, affirmation, the perseverance he had to win at any cost. Okay, going ahead, showing the next one. Rahul, call of my mother, call from my mother, and a mother is a mother. She doesn't care if it is your class going on or anything such. She doesn't care at all. Rahul. Done? Okay. I was walking home from work when I saw someone I thought was my friend. I went up and touched her on the arm. When the woman turned round, it wasn't her. All. I just said, I'm sorry. I you for a friend. She stared at my face, and to be honest, her face shocked me. The passive of which we can say I was shocked at her face. She blank spaced me of a witch from a children's Vaishali. With her long nose and staring eyes, I could realize what she was up to. She blank spaced my purse and escaped. Whoa! Seems to me a script from some web series. Okay, next. Answer step by step, one by one. Don't be in a hurry. Haste makes waste. Shubham, I promise before I finish the session, I don't want to be a sore thought for anyone, but I promise I'll ask you which one was what and such. Sakshi Har Har Mahadev. Good evening. Okay, I was walking home from work when I saw someone who I thought was my friend. Okay, who I thought was my friend. Wherever you have studied relative pronouns in English, I think you remember who and whom are used for human beings, where who is the subjective case, must have a finite verb after that. Whom is the objective case instead. So I'm silent. Shubham, I won't say anything. So I saw someone who was my friend, I thought. Who was my friend? Which, not for the human beings, such is going to define the variety, and such a girl as I thought, nothing such is marked. How is not a relative pronoun. Such is not a relative pronoun either. Such is not a relative pronoun either. I'm sorry, that's a demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. Sorry. I went her and touched her on the arm. Rupali. Sakshi. Look at the word. Otherwise, you are correct. Otherwise, you are correct. I went by her. Hello? I'm sorry, I thought you are my friend. I went by her this way. But this is I went up by her will be horrible. Absolutely Isha. It'll be up to her. She's standing there. Let me touch her. Hello? I went up to her. Is that okay? So up to, just one fixed set, all of us know. Not up by, up into, up for, nothing. And touched her on the arm. Blank space. When the women turned around, it wasn't her. Pramod. Yep, he was totally surprised. She looks like a witch. She snatched my purse and stuff like that. So I think so. I was quite surprised. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you are my friend. Surprisingly, smoothly, correctly. No, she wasn't her friend. Gladly, she wasn't her friend. Nothing smooth here. I said, I'm sorry. I blank space you for a friend. Okay, we have another filler. I reached there. No problem. It wasn't she at all. Not at all. Not at all. All of us know, I think. It wasn't she at all. It wasn't she. It wasn't she at all. So not at all. No, impossible. Not at all. Devendra, you are not wrong either. You are not wrong either. You are also correct. Pramod. No, no, no. I recognized you for a friend. Fine, I recognized you is all okay. But I recognized you, sorry, the fixed preposition for, all emphasis on that word. For, as always. I blank space you for. Check a couple of words I can show you. Yes, you have that. They are not mentioning directly. Yes, they have mentioned it. The phrasal verb. You mistake someone for someone. मनीष मिस्टेक को थोड़ा दो तीन मुक्के मार दिए तो हो गया मिस्टेक उसके दांत टेढ़े हो गए थोड़े से तो मिस्टेक ही लिखा है वो बट दांत वांत टेढ़े हैं उसके थोड़े से I'm sure it's quite clearly visible. You mistake someone, somebody, something for someone, somebody, or something. To think wrongly that somebody or something is somebody or something else. I think you must be mistaking me for someone else. So that was the fixed preposition that can eliminate the rest of those. That's a phrasal verb. You mistake someone for something or something. Thank you. Otherwise, disguise could have been misjudged, could have been recognized. Maybe I thought she's my friend, that's why I went there. But I mistook you for somebody else. She stared at my face and thought, I got a customer today. Wow, I'll be rich now. Can I answer scared this time? Shubham. Scared? Come on. Here, you have to answer the sixth one right now. She stared at my face and she scared. That's a transitive verb. She scared me or I was scared. No, 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 not at all, not at all. Feel this, feel this, feel this. We have a line, I think, here. Just like everyone, listen to me for 15 seconds. Look at these three words. Her face shocked me. Her face shocked me. Three words in active voice. I was shocked. I was perplexed. I was alarmed. I was baffled. I was perplexed. I was startled and such. Passive voice. I was startled. The same here. If you say, she stared at my face, active voice, and she scared, there should be an object after this. She scared me. The passive of which will be, I was scared. I was scared. At least you know, I was scared. I am scared. I don't want to be there. I am scared in that way. So that's going to be active voice. We don't have an object there. No. नैन्सी चिल्लाई होती तो आप भाग जाते पहले. Quick. Come on. People, and the majority here answering snore. Let me show you quickly the meaning of the word snore. Meaning, without being sure, how can you answer Thank you, Shubham. Is that visible? Must be. Snore. Um, Hello, I was in a class. I'm sorry, I was just snoring. I'm sorry. Why are you guys laughing? She wasn't doing this to him. Kshama. Kshama kare. Let's go. Quick. Yes, Nitish. She scared him should have been correct. She snored. Whoa. Quick. Now she stooped or she scolded. Scowled it should be. Let me show you stoop also in Google Images. Stoop. That was the spelling, I think. Stooped. Stooped. Or stooping. That's actually in motion. Actually a motion, yes. You bend forward, backward and such. This is going to be stoop and such. It shows motion. Nothing such. Quick. How dare you touch me? A look on your face that shows you are angry or in a bad mood. I am teaching this right now and somebody says, hey, can you recharge my phone? Can't you look at this? I'm teaching right now. I'm live right now. What is this? SCOWL. Scowl. Okay, next. Quick. Next time you use snore, you will remember this incident. Next. Sakshi. Eminem song has this, I stoop so low. Okay, she blank space me. One of the fixed prepositions, you remind someone of something. One of the fixed prepositions, you remind someone of something. Yep. Okay, that is grammar here. I thought of vocabulary. Fine, the whole conversation is going on in past tense. Was reminding, no progressive action here. She was reminding me constantly. No reminds, no remind, reminded. Next. She reminded me of a witch from a children's blank space. Children's epic. Epic is going to be Mahabharat and such. Obviously, we have children's stories. Devendrana, you are not wrong, but we have a better option that way. Actually, anecdotes are the amusing, interesting stories about real incident or person. So anecdotes are also stories. We are not talking about any specific story here. Can generally say it seems to me like a story from childhood. I remember my grandmother taught me in such and such. Epic, Mahabharata is going to be epic. Children's epic, we can't say. Anecdotes, for sure. We have a story, the common word. Myth, no. While we are young, we are told stories. With a long nose and staring eyes, blank space, I could realize she escaped. A funny story, we can say, yup. Amusing stories, absolutely, brother. And this is no amusement here. Witches are not a part of amusing stories. And you know, before I can say anything, before I could realize what she was going to, she blank space my purse and escaped. Perfect. Before I could realize what she was going to do, before I could say anything, she blank space. Nancy, great. No sooner will take inversion. That's cool. After, if I had realized before, I wouldn't let her snatch my purse. So as soon as should have been a possibility. She blank space and escaped. Thank you. No palak, 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 palak. Please remember this. The next verb formed with the help of conjunction and, which adds two things of the same kind. She is beautiful and intelligent. A couple of adjectives. I read the book carefully and thoroughly. A couple of adverbs. Ram and Shyam are going to Delhi. A couple of subjects. That should be between you and me. A couple of objects. All together the same. The parallel construction. So since this is a V2 here, she escaped. There should be another V2 here. She snatched my purse and escaped. Palak, if she was snatching, hey, dena re baba, I could have stopped her, but she snatched and she left. Next. Uh, didn't get you. REAT. Shubham. A few of us have gone through. Okay, rest are fabulous. Yep. A couple of those, especially the reaction one, and one more if I'm not wrong, was good. Were good. And 1 out of 10 can be a silly mistake also. Yashwanti, yo, just grab the tone of the close test, like the previous one. I'm talking to a girl, nothing negative, but she seems like a witch, totally negative. And she did that negativity at the end. She snatched my purse. So, first of all, grab the theme of the passage, which will help you eliminate the options as per the context required there. Utkarsh, I don't remember, brother. Maybe a name also. Name. Yes, of course, it's a name. B, A, capital B. Capital B it is. Tickets and tours. I didn't ask for this. A fortress in Paris. This. So yeah, that's a name. Maybe anything, but that's a name here. Yep. Done. Takhta Palat. Nancy. Cool. I hope done. Going ahead. Gotcha. Utkarsh, maybe, brother. Is this such? Let me check. No, in the dictionary also, we have the same word and the same meaning, just one. A fortress in Paris, built in the 14th century and used in the 17th or 18th centuries as a state prison. Its storming, probably they are discussing, by the mob on 14th of July 1789 marked the start of the French Revolution. The only description the Oxford has. Ah, Manish. Yes, when I read the passage, I came across, all across the passage, they are discussing revolution. The French blank space was a period of this and that and that and that. The revolution brought this and that. So, of course, the French Revolution they are talking about. Recuperation, if people remember this, is to be convalescent. That means recovering from an injury, recovery from some injury and such, gaining health after any injury and such. Uprising, you better know, mutiny of 1857. Jhansi ki Rani, the Queen of Jhansi, Lakshmi Bai, a rebellion against the authority. But the passage is talking about some revolution. Revolution. It blank space with the storming of the Basil, whatever the pronunciation, I'm sorry. No, it's not available, the pronunciation. Okay, Utkarsh, but thanks to you, because of you, I checked on Google, I checked in the dictionary, and I came to know. Thank you. But Komesh, you are one of my favorite ones. I would love to say something. Maybe this, maybe that, doesn't matter. This is English, not GS. What they say, we'll have to follow. I hope you understand. Okay, it blank space with the storming of this, a symbol of that, and they are stating it further. It ended here. So probably it started there. Probably. Concluded? No. Intervene, a war, a revolution will intervene, not the appropriate word. Interrupt in general. Hesitated, come on, is that the revolution or some girl who is hesitating? Commenced, started. Yes, GPT, absolutely, brother. The mutiny, the rebellion against the lawful authority. The revolution brought about sweeping changes to the French society, including the blank space of the monarchy. Maybe you are starting monarchy, maybe ending monarchy, maybe, I don't know. The next line defines and the establishment of a democratic republic. So now we have democracy there. That means of the people, by the people. All of you know democracy, what the meaning of democracy is. Fine. And they are blank space monarchy. If you remember, monarch, just one single ruler. So probably it must be ended, after which we can establish democracy. Something, this ruling must be ending and we can start this such. So restoration, no, we are shifting from this to that. Abolition, for sure, abolish something which was long established out there, abolish. Just like sati pratha, abolished. Preserve, no, we are not going to keep it. Continue, no, abolish, the only word. And the blank space of many feudal privileges. For the people, by the people, of the people. The establishment of a democratic republic and the blank space of many feudal privileges. Feud, you better know, is a negative word. In Hindi, I could have stated it, but in English, is a prolonged quarrel. Is a prolonged quarrel. And you won't be continuing with the feudal privileges if you are talking about democracy. Democracy is a positive word. India is a democratic country, Utkarsh. So here we should be ending these feudal privileges. Maintenance, come on, exaggerate, even increasing them further. If you're increasing feudal privileges, you can't establish democracy then, I think. Amplifying, increasing, all are the same. Just one, abolish, eliminate, not the least. Despite the many achievements, however, it was also characterized by violence, terror, and political punish. Eradicate, we can say. The Cloze test itself mentioned the French Revolution was a period of great social and political upheaval. That means change of power, a sudden change of power, we can say. Sudden change of power. Just like in a state, for example, if dozens of MPs get their support back, then the government might be changed in just one night also. That is upheaval. Harmony, you are talking about violence, terror. They are not synonymous with harmony or stability or reconciliation, which is to restore friendly relations. You are mentioning something negative. However, it was violence, terror, something negative must be here. And all these are positive: harmony, stability, reconciliation. Just one which matches the tone of the passage is also there. Done. Let's finish the next in next 5 minutes. Thank you. I know few of you have done this. If you wish to, can leave no objection. Just finishing things in next 5 minutes. Sakshi, if you haven't done, I think so, the first one, just go through the first one. Can finish in 5 minutes. The first one that you missed. I can't see the comment of Pramod. Yes, heave, throw, forcefully. Shubha. Utkarsh done. Great. Then, okay. This is also a little, what should I say, twist and turn one. Be careful, not difficult, not at all difficult. Sheer grammar and such. But think about the tone, where they are talking about what. Yes, Vaishali, we have. Shubham, let's assume three political parties named ABC. I know who I'm talking to. I know who I'm talking to. Thank you. The left-handed pages for the student to use individually. Written is not a finite verb. Write. Pages write. Pages wrote. Pages are written. Obviously, things are used. We use things. B plus V3, the passive. Next. This is the only careful one, otherwise quite easy. Prerna. Left-handed pages are written for the student to use them individually, but they may be used by the blank space as a source of ideas and information. Three ways to answer this. If you are stating the same again, the previous one was for the student. If you say, for example, this is not the answer. If you say, for example, for the student, once again, then why are you putting contrast in between? But and should have been here. They are for the student and they may be used by the student and because we are talking about the same stuff. You are saying but the contrast must be there, change in tone must be there. No. Next stuff. You are saying they are for the student but may be used by the someone else apart from student is not going to be an artist, musician, obviously a teacher. The third thing, student may be a pro but is not considered a source of information. Teacher is supposed to be the source of information. So for sure you're talking about the teacher with the contrast may be used. Of course, you have a notebook, is used by you, is possessed by you, but sometimes I can also mark Shubham with a red. No, this is for you and such. Next, we experienced it. Yes, Sakshi. No, I won't say so. Yours is the same adjective. Madhavan, GPT, we are not going back to the summer of 69. Musician. Quick. The student then has the left hand page as a blank space of what has been taught. 15 chapters have been completed, 3 are left. Okay, I remember this. In your notebook, you have allusion, referring back to hinting such. Record of, yes, what has been completed, what has been taught, a total record of that. Illustration, demonstration, anecdotes, short, amusing stories. And can refer to it in the blank space. What has been taught till now, and I can use this, go back to this, refer to this in the blank space. No, Manish. For example, you came to my classes, you studied adverbs. Fastly doesn't exist. Now you will utilize this, use this, not in the past, but in the future. What has been taught can be utilized in future. The exercises can be done blank space, in class, or as homework. Yes, I have records of noun, pronoun, adjectives, and such. No collaboration. Eminem featuring Rihanna. Individually. That'll be cheating then. Hey, what's there? Come on, just make the diagram if you're not able to understand what I've written. Publicly, no, Sneha, we don't do homework publicly. We do the exercises, the homework. Don't remember, all of us have gone to school, that's why we are here. Exercise 4.1, 4.2, 9.7 and such. And we do those exercises individually. First of all, we have to do them. Yes, of course, we can do them in the class or we can do them as homework as well. I won't be doing the exercise collaboratively with the help of the others. Is not considered formal. Publicly, on a road, I'm sitting and doing the exercise, not at all required. Ideally, nothing like perfection here, individually. Either you can do this individually or can do that. Yes, every student in English, what you have said, in Hindi, हर स्टूडेंट को अपना अपना होमवर्क खुद करना पड़ता है. Every student has to do his homework individually, himself. क्लास है ही नहीं वहां पर स्नेहा, क्लास शब्द का जिक्र है ही नहीं। क्लास तो दूसरा ऑप्शन है बेटा, घर पे कर लो या फिर कल क्लास में कर लेना, दैट्स अनदर ऑप्शन। सो आइदर यू डू इट योरसेल्फ और यू कैन डू दिस इन द क्लास, दैट्स अनदर वन, अ comma is there, separate it. Shubham, honestly, let me get back to the same slide, brother. To be honest, which one you were talking about? Quick, time's up. Which one? He put his soul and energy, blank space, his work. Let's see them here. Third last line you were talking about. His ही तो लिखा है, this का है. And it was this energy that in the end blank space him out. Shubham, please. Okay. And one more thing before we finish this class, let me show you something. All of you are welcome with your feedback, but I think you've been utilizing this. Let me mention this after a lot of time once again. You can get access to all the classes conducted here at YouTube and get access of their PDFs in your app itself. On YouTube, we don't have the option to download PDF of the class, but on the oliveboard app, the app of oliveboard, we have the option to download even the PDFs of YouTube sessions also. Nothing to do extra. Just open your app, go to the courses section, and you have the availability of the YouTube class PDF section there. You can download them. I repeat, you can download the PDFs of the classes conducted at YouTube also in your app. Everything will be there in your courses section. Okay, considering his doubt and finishing things now, see you. Okay, one more thing. I'm sorry, I'm a human and sometimes I'm not putting things all across. So listen just a sec. Tomorrow we have a class on the app, just like the previous ones we had on Wednesday. Tomorrow we have a class in the evening at 6 at the same time, but not here on YouTube, on the app. Please check. I'm sure it is scheduled out there or will be in the afternoon tomorrow. Before the session, it must be there. So would love to see you on the app tomorrow. I hope you heard this. Would love to see you on the app tomorrow. We'll discuss time and tense exercise tomorrow at 6 the same time. I hope you heard this. Sakshi, it was this ki jagah his. He put his soul and energy and it was na, brother. Yes, you can say that. You have been to my classes, Shubham. Remember in Hindi that line, kooda kachada all ke baad aata hai. All my is equal to this is equal to his is equal to that is equal to these is equal to the and such. Remember those examples? All the best. Okay, I am wasting money. Obviously, my money. I won't be wasting your money and such. So the money is equal to my money is equal to that money is equal to this money. So his, this are the same. That's for the emphasis, I think. The author is saying this very energy, emphasizing it. Otherwise, this or his is equal. You can put your words again. Finishing things now. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. See you tomorrow at 6 on the app. Thank you. You can download the PDFs of the classes conducted here on YouTube also in your app. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new here and would love to see you tomorrow at the same time. See you tomorrow at 6 p.m. for a free session on app and for sure on a daily basis at 5 p.m. in the foundation batch that has recently started. Thank you so much, everybody here. Manish, thank you. Valga Valamudan Tambi, thank you. Thank you, Sakshi. Radhe Radhe. Gunjan, Babli, Indraveer. Thank you so much, bhai. Radhe Radhe. Nitesh, thank you so much, brother. Prakta, Komesh, Akash, Yashwanti. Radhe Radhe, Muskan. Thank you so much. Sneha, Divyanshi, Palak, Rinkle, Ajay, Devendra. Palak, Har Har Mahadev. Mahadev, हम सबकी रक्षा करें, कोई परेशानी कभी न हो. Thank you. Isha, Vaishali, Sakshi, Shaw. A piece of notification, I'm sure is final. Have got a batch for IBPS PO also. 2025. We'll be teaching from 15th. Sakshi, you heard it. Manish, Valga, Valamadan, brother. Shubham. Didn't get you, Shubham. Sakshi, Pramod, Lakshmi, Utkarsh. On the oliveboard app. On the oliveboard app, Utkarsh, for tomorrow's session. on the oliveboard app? I don't know for the interviews right now, but for sure, the English one, no. The English one, yes. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you, Nitish and everyone. Kshama, you too. Nancy, thank you so much, hey dear. Arman, you can watch the session, hey dear. See you tomorrow live at 6 on the app. We'll talk to you pretty soon, Sakshi, if that's the case. Vishali, hello from my side to her. Okay, finishing things now. See you. Bye bye. Take care. Be safe.